And with Bonnie Blue being gone, I mean, I think it's about time for me to take her place. So a couple of months back, I did a whole video on Lily Phillips, you know, the OF content creator who made her own challenge of trying to sleep with 100 men within 24 hours and made a whole documentary about it.
It's not for the weak, girls, if I'm honest. It was hard. I don't know if I'd recommend it.
Like more intense than you thought it might?
Definitely.
Sorry.
Okay. Just take
Yeah, 1 minute.
Her. I did a whole video about Lily Phillips. Now, even though I talked about her, I decided not to go into the succubus of a person named Bonnie Blue, and I did that for a reason, because it was just too much talk of these women doing extreme content farming for their OFs. And I'm at a loss here because now I need to talk about it. Now I need to talk about it. So if you don't know, Lily Phillips, she has a friend called Bonnie Blue. They used to do content together. I don't know if they still do or if they're at odds or anything. I'm not in the OF type of environment, but I might be with this one. I might be, okay? It's not what you think. The way I said that, the way I phrased that, it's kind of weird. Her friend, Bonnie Blue, made almost the same content that Lily Phillips did, but what Bonnie Blue did was sleep with 1,000 men in 24 hours.
Okay, 500, check. Oh, and if you see they look a bit wet, it's fluids. 600, done. 800, done. 900, done. The big 1,000 was well and completely done.
How did this succubus of a person do that? I don't know. I don't know, and I do not want to know. For the guys down there who know, please let me know. I guess. Please don't. Please don't. Never mind. Save the comments. This time around, I don't want the comments. Just save it, save it, save it. Anyways, she has been such a controversial person because she is the woman, the only woman I see that is consistently content farming her OF. And what I mean by that is that she's like the Mr. Beast, I heard somebody say, of OF, where things just... My closet just opened by itself. I think the succubus is in here somewhere. I think the succubus is in here somewhere. I'm gonna have some weird ass dreams tonight and Bonnie Blue is coming out to haunt me. That closet has always been a weird closet. I always have to close it at night because there's weird energy in that closet. And it's so weird that it just opened when I'm talking about the succubus of a person. Anyways, Bonnie Blue is constantly content farming her OF. She's rage baiting her OF. She's putting her body in situations where it can actually lead to unaliving. This time around, the reason why I decided to talk about her is that she's doing, yet again, another content farming for her OF. And this time around, it so happens that it's called the Bonnie Blue Petting Zoo. Coincidence? I think not. I really don't think it's a coincidence. I think she does that on purpose. But anyways, she wants to surround herself with 2,000 men this time in like a clear see-through glass box, and they could do whatever they want to her.
I'm doing Bonnie Blue's petting zoo in June.
What's a petting zoo? Do I want to know?
Yeah, I mean, you can come and watch.
I'm good.
I am going to be tied up in a glass box. The public can come and use me in multiple ways.
Come like David Blaine? What do you mean in a glass box?
I want to be, it's like a zoo. I want people to be able to come and touch me.
In a box?
So it's going to be in a
Perspex box.
In a house, and then within the house is going to be a glass box.
And how big's the box? Is this like you?
Like 8 foot.
Have you seen
8
you on
by-
Netflix?
Yeah, very much like that.
Oh, it's you in Netflix.
I love you.
Okay, yeah. I need to watch this. Okay, so a big
Yeah.
Perspex box.
Yeah, this box is going to be filled with random strangers.
Okay, but why the box? You could just do it in a room. It just adds another element to it.
Because there's going to be some people that just want to stand back and watch. I want it to be like a zoo. I want it to be different. It's like a piece of art.
Which I don't know what type of petting zoo she has been to. I don't see many people going into a petting zoo trying to fuck a goat, but I guess if you're into that type of thing, I guess. But this puts her in great danger because she talks about having injuries after her 1,000 people in her within 24 hours. She talks about a rip and tear in her lip, and then I don't think it was this lip either. I think it was a lip down there, and then just nasty stuff on her face. She couldn't really blink because it would just get into her eye. You know what I'm saying. And if you do your research on having that many partners within a certain amount of time, it can lead to unliving. And this is where I'm just like, it comes a point in time where we already know that you don't love yourself. It's okay. But please don't put us in that type of danger. I'm afraid that people are going to look at this content and start thinking that all women are like this. But that's a little bit to more of the extreme. I think most men, I will hope most men, look at this and it's just like something's wrong with this woman. But in men's nature, it's like something also about this woman is very attractive because she just is easy. I don't know what be going on in their heads. All I'm saying is they gon' fuck on anything. These niggas way too easy. Also, she's like staring at me. I just anyway, her content farming is getting to a whole bunch of platforms. She's putting this out there for a lot of people to see. And in my head, basically, I'm like, can we just go back to the that was like in the back of, you know, where we used to get the DVDs and VCR tapes. We had to go to a shop. This is very old school. I'm aging myself right now. We had to go to a shop. And if you look behind the curtain of one of those shops, that's where they put all the you know what stuff. That's where they put it. Yes, I peeked behind that curtain before because I was very curious as to why there was a curtain there, and lo and behold, I saw something I did not want to see, and I skedaddled out of there pretty quickly. Anyways, can we go back to the privatization of this industry where you had to search for this type of content, not just it pops up on your timeline and you're just like, okay. Fucking petting zoo, are you a goat, bitch? Like, the fuck back. Furthermore, a lot of people are comparing the petting zoo type of glass house, do anything to me type thing to this artist. Let me see, what's her name again? This artist, Marina Abramovich. I hope I pronounced that right. In 1974, her performance titled Rhythm Zero involved herself standing still while the audience interacted with her using a variety of objects she provided. Some pleasurable and some painful. Pleasurable things like a feather, rose, honey, and there was also some unpleasurable things like whips, scissors, a scalpel, and a loaded, you know, one of those things, right? And when the experiment first began, it was more like an engaging, playful type of experience. But as it progressed, it got increasingly aggressive and dangerous. And the petting zoo is what people are comparing this with. But to the more extreme OF type of what the fuck is this going on? And I'm just here to say, they gon' fuck on anything, these niggas way too easy. It's a no from me, bro. But when she announced her Bonnie Blue pet and zoo content farming type of experience, she got kicked out for OF. They said you got to go, because at this point you're not only causing harm to you and the multiple men you're trying to do this with, but you're causing harm to people out here who are watching this stuff, because it comes to a point where people get so desensitized that they think this is normal. And then beyond that, there's men out there who would think that a woman is to be objectified in this type of way. Like, it gets to a point where it's just like, this is a little bit demonic. This is like, there's no soul in her eyes. If you look in Bonnie Blue's eyes, there's like nothing there. I imagine what she's seeing is just a whole bunch of dicks every time she talks. I don't know. I'm not in her body. I'm thankfully I'm not in her body. I'm not in her mind. I rebuke. Anyway, she got kicked off the platform, and she basically came on and said that she's going to do this in her own right, live streaming somewhere. I don't know what other platform is going to accept this type of content, but it is what it is. It seems like the Bonnie Blue reign of things is just being sucked up. I mean, at this point, nobody on OnlyFans has ever gotten kicked off indefinitely but Bonnie Blue, which goes to show, like, not even OnlyFans, the space where they thought it was going to be like a Patreon type of thing, but they wanted it being like a, you know, adult subscription type of thing. Not even them, who's making money off of this girl, is willing to go and do this crazy content. Like, they're just like, no. And with Bonnie Blue being gone, I mean, I think it's about time for me to take her place. I heard y'all was just fucking anything out here in these streets. That's how I'm gonna fuck your bitch. If y'all wanna be out here just fucking anything, like, come on, this is great content. OF content? I'm gonna have y'all bitch like. I can't even do it, y'all. I think it's about time for me to go on there and make my money, because the money she was making, sorry, excuse me, I had a little hiccup, because the money she was making was, hold on, let me see, 600,000 euros, not USD, euros per month. What is that in USD? 688,530 USD per month is wild. At this point, before you die, just retire, girl. Just retire. There's also rumors going around saying that Bonnie Blue used to be Clyde. Okay, Bonnie Blue used to be Clyde. Now, I don't know how true this rumor is. It'll be fantastic. Would it be fantastic? I guess in my perspective, it would be amazing if I found out that my significant other was in Bonnie Blue and did not know it was a man. It will also explain if this woman transitions, this man transition. I don't know how the fuck it goes. If this person transitions, it would also explain the fact that she barely has any feelings towards what's happening. I heard, I don't know, all speculation, when you do have the, transition, you don't feel much down there. Like, the nerves are kind of shot. Just like sometimes when you have a C-section, they have to cut open, those nerves are kind of shot. You barely feel anything. Now I explain why she doesn't have like an emotional reaction or a physical reaction as much. And it'll also explain because when you go through a transition, you have to keep that hole like open, or else it'll close on you and it'll create a whole bunch of scar tissue. That would explain why she wants 2,000 men all up in her. I'm just saying, if Bonnie was really Clyde before this, I know it's a little bit controversial, but I'm just saying, if Bonnie was really Clyde before this, it will explain a lot of her reactions towards what she is doing, because otherwise I do not, and I will not ever understand. I will not ever understand. Look at yourself, you dirty little whore. Okay, now I'm done.